The equity markets got trounced today. Worst day since June. We're going to take a look at them right now. We're going to see what is possibly setting up. What's the next possible play here on not only the S&P, what's going on the NASDAQ. We'll take a look at the Dow and the Russell. We're going to take a look at some important technical levels. 3 of the 4 now trading below the 50-day moving average. We're going to take a look at the dollar briefly, because nothing more warrants our attention. Gold over here, silver, and of course, Bitcoin, and maybe even a flare of Ethereum. We're going to do all that together right now. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing. So excited to be sharing this time with all of you right now. We're going to start here. First of all, you see a little bit of a wick here, right? Before we even get into the charts over here, I want to share this with you really quick. This is looking here at the 50-day moving averages over here. You could see them over here in red. You could see the Dow Jones trading well below the 50-day, right? You see over here, this is the NASDAQ trading at it, right? And then you have the Russell trading well above it. We're going to look at the Russell together right now. S&P 500 trading below. Now, I just wanted to show you that, just to show it to you. Moving averages carry no weight whatsoever in my trading because I'm just looking at pure technical levels over here. Because I'm trading this off of support and resistance with the help of chart patterns and trend lines. Speaking of which, you could see this horizontal support over here at 33.89. It held today. You got this big wick over here because at the end of the day, Nancy Pelosi said that she's hopeful by the election there'll be some type of stimulus deal. I mean, look, at this point, we are getting close to the election. It remains a high-risk event. Here's the thing. You want to protect yourself. However, you want to continue to navigate and follow what's going on here on price alone in case a move happens before the election. If you go over here, you don't need this over here, the VIX. You see that breaking out here to 33.5 today to tell you that there's volatility in the market. Why don't you need that? Because if you can't see that the markets were down 2% today intraday, then I don't know what to tell you, but you can, right? I can tell that volatility has picked up today. Again, these were the biggest losses since June of this year. By the way, just before we get into it over here, you have the S&P and the VIX. Does that signal perhaps more losses ahead for the S&P 500? Listen, when volatility picks up, volatility could work both ways, right? Right now, equity markets continue to be really risky. However, that could change really soon. What do I mean by that? I mean, if we are able to pass the next couple of weeks and it winds up being a non-risk event, if we have a clear winner, right? And as so long as really it's not Biden's the president and the Republicans hold the Senate, that might not be the best thing from the get-go over here. But nevertheless, we could be breaking out. We could soon be breaking out to new all-time highs on all the indexes. Once we get past November, once we get past the next few weeks, which means if something sets up technically, I want to be involved. The first thing that could happen if we still break above this trend line over here, that could signal a nice buy entry. What about right here today, though? Do you see that we're holding this horizontal support over here? Do you see that we're holding this trend line over here into that channel, the downward sloping channel, that bull flag? This would be a really aggressive entry, I think, if we start making higher highs overnight holding this. Look, those that are really active, that's something to watch for and look for. It's there. But again, it is definitely risky right now. We have a lot of momentum. Let's see what happens overnight. Let's see what happens on the Asian Open. And again, this is a safer entry. Breaking above this trend line over here is a safer entry. And this is the one that you don't want to miss. If we get above this trend line over here, everyone's going to get involved. All right, what's going on the NASDAQ? Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. It looked like the NASDAQ was breaking out this morning. On the live stream, it looked like it was after testing the trend line low. Where is that trend line? I don't know. This morning, it was right over there. We were testing that trend line low. And then all of a sudden, we had that sharp reversal once Larry Kudlow said that, listen, we're far apart. We're really far apart here on a deal. Markets sold off extremely hard. You have the bit of wick over here, again, after the headline came in that said, well, I'm hopeful we'll get something done. But look what's happening over here. We did hold this support over here. There's not much else to say. It's not looking so good right now. It's not technically not looking well. I'll have to say that. We have to get above. This is clear, 11,750, that horizontal resistance back above our prime trend line. Over here, that would be the first opportunity, I think, for a nice solid entry. And again, just like on the S&P, once we clear that upper trend line, that's when we're going to want to get everyone involved. That's when we're going to have some clarity. What about if we consolidate down over here further? I don't know. Right now, I would stay away from the NASDAQ personally. Let it regain to reclaim some of the technical breakdown over here before it looked like there might be an entry over there. Before we get to the Russell, let's take a look at the Dow. Dow breaking down over here as well. Breaking down once it lost that 27,900 support, it really just waterfall down to the next support. Again, another big wick. I would have to say that there's absolutely nothing going on over here, so that means we'll keep it moving. And let's look at the Russell over here. And the Russell, I could see it's below. This is going to flip this into resistance right now. All right, this is actually setting up a possible short over here. All right, I'm going to clone this line over here. The reason I'm going to clone it is because I could see that we're lining up over here, right? Let me push it down just a tad, where the body of those candles closed, and then we had that peak, and then again another peak over here today. So what happens on the Russell? Like, what happens if we're able to reclaim this trend line over here? It's not much of a trend line. This is just to show me that we do have a bull flag over here still. Yeah, I think that we have to regain some of the technical breakdowns over here before this looks inviting. It doesn't today. It doesn't right now. Kind of in no man's land inside this little channel over here, and it's got to repair the damage over here. Equity market down 2% on the day. Dow down 2%, right? S&P down 1.7%. Nasdaq down 1.3%. Listen, let them turn this around before getting involved in the long side. Do I think you should be shorting over here, right? Do I think you should short? This looks like a bullish continuation pattern still. That looks like a bull flag. I showed you is still trading above the 50-day. That's neither here nor there. I don't think that you should be shorting that whatsoever. What about someone who's looking to short the NASDAQ? Maybe. A retest into this area over here, if this trend line holds now as resistance, this horizontal resistance, that could open up a possible selling opportunity, right? What about on the Dow? The Dow, I just don't like at all. I don't like it down over here. You got to be preemptive, not chase momentum. S&P, no, as long as we're above that horizontal support and into that bull flag over here, there's no weakness over here. So mixed signals. S&P, it definitely still looks okay. It doesn't look inviting. I don't want to, take a long over here. That would be for the highly aggressive trader taking a long over here. As long as these levels hold overnight, we start making higher highs. I would like to see it break out of this channel over here, out of this bull flag, and then ultimately really above here is when I will get interested. Same thing on the NASDAQ. It's got to repair a lot, or even into here before it looks good. Maybe selling the NASDAQ. Russell, just like the S&P, it is holding that bull flag, that downward sloping channel. Don't want to short that either. Listen, observing here right now until you get something clean is the best position. The dollar maintains in no man's land, right? Between this trend line over here, this is resistance, the top of the channel. This is the support over here. And I've been showing you this for a while, that we have a bearish bias, but we are just neutral over there. A breakout over here on the upside, that would send us looking to play that long the dollar over here. But right now, just continue to show patience. Patience is a strength. Patience pays. What about on gold over here? Gold still maintains. On Friday, there was a buy entry over here after that breakout, retest, resumption. And then again this morning, another buy entry, same buy entry, stop losses obviously below this trend line over here, support, and below that horizontal support. Stop should be somewhere around 1863 in that area, and continue to hold those trades until you do your original. This is so important. It's critical, actually. When you enter a trade, stop watching that instrument. Stop watching the market fluctuate and price move up and down. It's going to take you out of your trade. You got into that trade because you're following a strategy that you know pays over time. You have to stick to it and let it work out and play. There's zero reason to exit this trade. I felt like on Friday, maybe some people got talked out of their trade. Gold, though, unchanged on the day, right? What happened today? Equity markets got punished, but you weren't seeing like the dollar really bid. The dollar was basically up a little. The Japanese yen, I didn't see any flight into safety. I didn't see any bid into gold. I didn't see any flight into safety there. The markets are really just mixed, and the waters are murky. There's nothing that I like over here. You could look at Bitcoin, though. Silver, look, just stay away. Stay away until we break out of this. We are in this consolidation pattern over here. We've been this way for weeks. We've kept everyone on the side here. Just wait until we break out. Wait until we break out. Bitcoin over here, volatile today, but not so bad considering the route across the markets. Look, equity markets really got pummeled today, and Bitcoin is unchanged. It tested the top part of this channel, of this consolidation channel, and it tested the lower point, and it's back in the middle. So overall, I mean, you have to pay attention to how different instruments react on certain days. I mean, Bitcoin is bullish today, really, really bullish, holding on to unchanged, right? Why the equity markets really got routed. So that's signal right there. This looks interesting. This is the most interesting thing I see going on right now. So Bitcoin is interesting, but everyone is already, this is where we were buyers. This is where we took 40% off of the trade on a swing trade. Everyone out. This is not position trading Bitcoin. This is swing trading right here, and everyone's pushing the 60%. But Ethereum right here, look at this. I want everyone to take a look at this, right? We've come back down into that support, this trend line support, right? Look at this channel that we're in. We were rejected over here since the weekend. Came back in now, testing this, back above 390. That could be setting up a nice buy entry over here for sure on Ethereum. We start making higher highs. This is the best thing I see going on, the clearest thing I see going on over here, and that is on Ethereum. I do want to check in with you on Chainlink, because similar to this channel that you see playing out on Ethereum, so I want you to make a mental image with your eyes over here, and I'll add it in right now on Chainlink, is that same channel. We're close to it. Let me go ahead and see about adding that in over there. Like, that doesn't add up for me, so I'm going to go like this. Oh, I can't even see that. Thank you for bearing with me. Let me go ahead and make that darker. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. Let me clone this. I got to see what's going on. The symmetry is so important. What's going on the bottom needs to be going on the top. And there you can see it's a perfect fit. Look at that. That was support, resistance, resistance, right? So on the bottom over here, that line that I drew in, I love it. It matches perfectly. So again, Ethereum testing that bottom line of support. Chainlink not. Chainlink is actually in the middle. You could follow my mouse over there. Clear as day is a little bit of area of support right there where it bottomed out. So Ethereum looks cleaner to me. I would wait for Chainlink to get above this area over here. I've been saying it now for weeks. Above 1290, this thing should start shooting upwards, or you could even wait for the breakout of that trend line. I would look for the horizontal break of the 1290 area, and then look for that to be flipped into support and resumption up. That could then put a big move into Chainlink. Ethereum looks clean right now. That's it. Oh, what else do we have? Let's take a look at some charts over here. These are Bloomberg charts found on Zero Hedge. I just want to take a look. You could see this was Friday, the weakness on the dollar. That's now all been faded today. And not only that, you could see that we've taken out a little bit of this resistance over there, trading right above it. Nevertheless, the dollar is still, like I've been saying, in that no trade zone, right? We're waiting. Let me pull it up and come back to this in a second with you. The dollar maintains in this no trade zone, right? Until we get a breakout above, then the dollar is in play. Or if we get a breakdown below this magic area right here, that could send us next leg down. So right now, by the way, the ECB meets on Thursday. It's possible that in December, they set up December where they could go ahead and ease further. They could surprise the markets and ease this week. That could put a little near-term bid into the dollar as well. We'll follow and look for the technical break. Also over here, what else do we have? Bitcoin, you can see just kind of maintaining that consolidation. We're all aware of that. When I say that consolidation, I'm going to show you on the chart as well really quick. Bitcoin maintaining that consolidation over here after that big leg up. All bullish. What else do we have over here? So this is COVID. Let's talk about what's going on over here. We have record number of cases over here. But what about confirmed deaths? Rising a little bit over here, but nowhere near record, right? So a little alarming, worrisome, seeing those deaths rising over there. And then this is just California. There's only one part of the country, but you can see the hospitalization rate is really declining. That's good news over there. Everyone, that's the look at the markets today. We'll do it again tomorrow morning. I hope to see you there. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.